This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1395. 5 Pieces of the Best Dating Advice for Introverts, Part 1, by Dr. Diana Kirschner of lovein90days.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ORD. I'm your host and narrator, Greg Audino. Happy to have you here with me today as we jump into the first part of a longer post that I've got on tap for you. Dr. Diana's list of 5 pieces of dating advice for introverts is pretty thorough. So we'll be starting the article today and finishing it in tomorrow's episode. Lots to get through though, so let's dive into part 1 and start optimizing your life. 5 Pieces of the Best Dating Advice for Introverts, Part 1, by Dr. Diana Kirschner of lovein90days.com. Is making small talk, or any kind of talk, hard for you? Do you feel shy, awkward, or uncomfortable in dating? Getting unwanted and unhelpful dating advice from friends or family? Well, then you've come to the right place. Just for you, I'm sharing 5 pieces of my best dating advice for introverts. I can tell you from our experience helping tens of thousands of women in our Love Mentor coaching program that it really works. We've had young women who just started dating, women who have come out of decades-long marriages, women who have been abused, cheated on, you name it. Women who have been introverts for their whole lives. Almost all of them have gone from being super self-critical, shy, frightened, stilted, and mute to being their real selves. They found their voices and their real abilities to walk their walk and talk their talk. And you can too, even if it feels very hard, if not impossible for you right now. Remember that, quote, everyone shines given the right lighting, end quote. That's by Susan Cain. Dating advice for introverts, tip number 1. Choose an affirmation for irresistible self-confidence. Let's get started on a journey to positive self-talk and self-confidence. The first step is to find your own unique expression of confidence, one that tickles you, that you find intriguing, or flat out would simply love to have. How do you develop affirming beliefs that lead to irresistible self-confidence? You start by deliberately making positive statements about yourself in your mind and aloud that are inspiring and nourishing. And you truly allow yourself to play with the process, to be bold and grand, even if you're not feeling it. Just pretend for a moment that you can choose who and how you want to be regardless of feeling like an introvert. Start jotting down ideas. Get the engine going until you feel freer and freer to write down whatever comes to mind. If a statement feels scary, that's good. You're pushing the edges of your growth. If it feels great to think of a particular affirmation, then it's right on target. Putting your attention on a positive belief about yourself is one of the most powerful creative forces at our disposal. With that in mind, some proven examples of confidence-boosting affirmations leverage the conscious awareness of I am. I am entirely lovable and appealing, fun, funny, and irresistible, a beautifully unique child of God, sparkling and radiantly alive, delightful and adorable, charismatic and magnetic, charming and captivating, engaging and enchanting, lovely and fascinating, entirely deserving of miraculous, surprising, lasting love. Use these to craft an affirmation that tickles you. Write it down and post it where you will see it every day. Dating advice for introverts, tip number 2. Give yourself an affirming diamond self nickname. There is a constant play within brain structures that represents your identity. Your brain and its neural networks are that malleable. What this means is that you can train and thereby change your brain's image of self, including whether you are an introvert or not. You can do this by deliberately adding a picture of a new you, what I call your loving, empowered, beloved diamond self, into the constantly changing energy flow of your identity, which of course, over time, changes your whole outlook on love and the reality of your dating life. And this is true no matter how much of an introvert you are. The Diamond Self Exercise. Listen to each following section and then close your eyes, taking your time to do each step of the exercise. Remember a time when you felt good about yourself, alive, real, attractive, passionate, talented, connected, loving, lovable. Put yourself in the picture so that you're looking through your own eyes. If you can't remember a time like this, imagine a scene where you would feel lovable and loving. Feel that completely. Imagine yourself better, even better. Imagine yourself 5 times better. Now, take that image and bring it closer to you. Make it brighter, more colorful, clearer. Give it a soundtrack, a great soundtrack. Magnify all those good feelings. Make them stronger. This is your diamond self. Give it a name, a grand name. Here are some examples to get you going. Amazing Grace, Lovely Linda, Vivacious Vixen, Deserving Radiant Goddess of Light, Saucy Minx, Adorable Angel of Joy, Happy and Fearless Goddess of Unconditional Love, Joyful Chosen Magnificent Jewel, Sparkling Confident Queen of Love, Playful Precious Mesmerizing Lioness, Sparkalicious Loving One. Play with any names that come to you for a minute or two. Then say your diamond self name to yourself. Write it down and post it in your closet. How to know if a diamond self name is right for you. When you think it or say it, you will feel excited, happy, even thrilled, but also perhaps a little scared, embarrassed, ashamed, or silly. This is because you are stretching yourself. Bottom line, a true transformative diamond self nickname will call to you. In spite of some uncomfortable reactions, it feels good. And when you think or say it, your new nickname has a fun, joyful quality. Now that you have your diamond self name, it's time to go shopping and dress lovely irresistible dancer or whomever has emerged as your unique new you. Pull a new look together by thinking about your sensual, beautiful, and lovable name. Buy lingerie and clothes that are in alignment with your new self and show off the parts of your body that you love. Get a haircut that frames and showcases the beauty in that face that you see in the mirror. Find jewelry that symbolizes her radiant, lively, sensual, and loving nature. As you do this diamond self-work, you'll feel a lot less introverted and more self-expressed. To be continued. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled 5 Pieces of the Best Dating Advice for Introverts by Dr. Diana Kirschner of loveinninetydays.com. And thanks a lot to Dr. Diana for a great start to this article. Now, I want to supplement that diamond exercise that she mentioned. So at the beginning of her description, she encourages readers to recall a time in which they felt particularly confident, whether it be via feelings of passion, attractiveness, connectedness, etc. And I think that the effects of this exercise could really be amplified if we also focus on what we did to contribute to that feeling, or other factors surrounding it that are in our control. It's nice to remember ourselves in this light, but recreating it is that much easier and more reliable if we recognize everything that contributed to it and consider the actions that we could take to bring it back to life. So, were we feeling so good largely because of a big donation we made that day? Was it a person that we talked to that day? Was it a place that we visited that day? Things like that may play into our best versions of ourselves more than we give credit for. And keeping that in mind, we may have a better chance of reviving those feelings. Anyway, I'll stop there because there's a lot more ground to cover in tomorrow's part 2. So, enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Thanks so much for listening, and I will see you in 1396 for the continuation of this post. That's where your optimal life awaits.